Well, that's the ringing gong of the market open this morning, and let's find out how the markets have settled in. Do remember that we had the US futures indicating that it would be a fairly decent start. After those record highs, it's sort of quiet, and I don't think any complaints with this sideways move. Holding on to 22K, by the way, and for the Infra Pharma. I want to pull up Z Entertainment because I reckon that's doing the heavy lifting in trade within the media basket. Remember, there have been news reports from the Economic Times indicating that the merger talks with Sony are back on the table in a last-ditch attempt, and that stock, no wonder then, is up and away in trade. HDFC Bank as well. Do remember the management talking about how they will not be chasing high-cost deposit flows, will be maintaining their margins. The stock pretty quiet yet again, no surprises there. That's pretty much been the mood for all of last year as well for HDFC Bank. Kotak Mahindra Bank, yes, there have been redesignations as well. KVS Menon as the joint MD. And the whole rejig coming in 1% higher on that stock. What's going on as well with an NBCC? They've bagged orders worth about 369 crore rupees, and that stock up a solid 2.5%. Torrent Power will be investing to develop 4 projects in UP, a sum of close to 2,500 crore rupees. Torrent Power as well has started off in the green. Titagarh Rail is on track to start supplying some devices for the train sets, and that stock in the spotlight. Do remember Deepak Fertilizers, that 15-year LNG contract that they've signed with a Norway-based company. That stock is up and away a solid 9% on a Deepak Fertilizers. Minda Corp as well. Do remember you've got you've got Bela Agarwal selling that stake in the company, MFs being buyers. There was a result reaction from CIE. Check in on that one. Margins have expanded, profits kicked in this time versus a loss. So that stock in the spotlight. Whirlpool as well. Remember, with respect to that, the parent cell is selling stake via the block, and that stock is at about 1292. Sula as well, remember, is in the spotlight too, with Verlin Quest selling that entire stake versus via the block deal. Anisha, there was which one did we see that big block deal impact coming in?
Tourism.
Yes, TFCI, Tourism Finance Corp. It was, I think, a 13% block that traded hands, and that stock is up in today's trading session. Of course, we'll get in a little more perspective later on with respect to the buyers and sellers of that deal, but 220 is where it's at. Anything else you're spotting?
Yeah, just a lot of movers within the broader markets. PTM, that stock continues to be in the upper circuit, so that's in good momentum. On the losing side, MRPL is cooling off. So after that 18% surge yesterday, no wonder that the stock is retracing today. You also have Biocon reacting to that Jefferies note wherein the downgrade has come by. So that stock is down about 3%. Watch out for Patanjali as well. Stock down another 3%, 4% in the trading session. And Coal India, I was actually expecting a reversal today. Hasn't really panned out. So after that 5% dropping yesterday, the stock has opened with another cut of around 2.5%. I thought the brokerages were a bit more positive on the stock, but nonetheless, that for now is in the red. But Z Entertainment gaining ground. Deepak Fertilizers actually now up 9%. So when we started off the day just a couple of minutes ago, it started with a gap of around 5% that has managed to gain ground. And then EID Parry is the other one. NBCC2, as we flagged out, on account of those auto wins, etc. is in focus. But time now to take first trades with our chartist.
Absolutely. Naresh and Sony, what are your first trades coming in? Naresh, let's start with you.
So continued like ICICI Bank, 1030 to 1040 should be a good zone to buy. Keeping a stop loss below 1020 and expecting a breakout in the short term.
Sony, what are your first trades then?
Okay, it'll be Jubilant Food. I think, it has given a good breakout again, heading to above 500. I think Jubilant Food, 499 stop loss and 515, 520 targets for the day.
All right, there you have it. Those are the first trades kicking in.